What's going on, y'all? We are here for a very special one-on-one with a very special guest coming up soon. We got Mr. J. King, artist and celebrity publicist, coming on to talk to us about his own healing journey and how he got through using music as a tool. All right? So, we're going to get to it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man. What's going on?
Man, I'm trying to get it right, get it tight, because I'm tired from last night.
I know you're tired from last night. I'm
What's-
sorry I couldn't make it last night. I was on Uncle Duty, and that's just
No, it's
you
cool.
got to
It's
be taken
cool. It's
care of.
cool.
You got
It's
to be
cool.
taken care of. But I'm glad to be talking with you, man, because I listened to the album, and it's
Okay.
about. So for those of you that don't know, they're starting today. This show is 101. 101 is where I get to talk to friends, experts, advocates, associates, and we talk about different social issues, things they might be experts in, and things that they've experienced. But most of all, it's about helping somebody, healing somebody, getting somebody to a point to where they're ready to say, you know what, I'm willing to work through this, and here's how I can possibly do it. Okay. So today, my very special guest is someone I met earlier this year at an event. He's an Atlanta socialite like myself. His name is Jay King, and he does it all. He's a singer, he's an artist, he's a producer, he's a celebrity publicist. He's just an all-around great guy and businessman. And I'm honored to have him on 101 today. That's why I made such a special concession. Normally we do 101s on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7. So y'all tune in for that. But you know what? I believe in supporting good people, especially people that I'm acquainted with that are doing some work in the city. So, Jay King,
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
I'm glad to have you here. Listening party last night, new album,
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
being a publicist.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me about how you got into music, because it's very rare that you find somebody who's like a singer and then they're also like a celebrity publicist, like they're promoting other musicians. How do you
Right.
do that?
God gave me the gift of multitasking, and I do it really well. And I've been doing that for a long time. So I think it's no different than any other thing that I do, right? I think it's just about time management and allowing yourself to get the rest that you need, but also do the work that you need to get done. And if you want it bad enough, you'll be consistent in that.
I
But
definitely
how I started in music, I don't know, man. I think one day, I was sitting, uh, maybe I think I was probably at my crib, and I'm not sure how I heard a sister at too, but I ended up watching it, and that's legit the moment I fell in love with music when Lauryn Hill was joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee.
yes, bars. Okay.
What? That did something to me, bro. Like that really did something for me. And the entire movie, it was just really parallel to my life about, my people not understanding the impact of music. And not that I want to be a singer, but the impact of what it meant to me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And, they're very traditional, not really open-minded, and it was really, sometimes heartbreaking for
Yeah.
somebody not to see or believe in what it is that you're doing or that you're trying to do. So that film when Cheryl Lee Ralph was like shoulda coulda wouldas and no you cannot be in the competition, singing is out. I was like, oh.
Right. No, let me tell you, that scene right there, she's like, oh, wait a minute, no, Dina, don't do it like that. That is crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So um that really started it. That started it. And right at the same time is when I saw Brandy first on Thea,
Mm.
around that time. And I love Thea because she reminded me of one of my aunts. And a lot of people didn't like her, but I was like, yeah, she the one. She reminds me of Miss Pat, that new
Yes,
BT show.
Thea,
Thea
I
reminds me of
forget.
who Miss Pat. Yeah, exactly. But
Thea
Miss Pat,
Claus or Miss
cussing,
Pat Claus.
cussing. You
Yes.
man, go post that and put our names under it so we
We're
can
gonna
go
do
ahead
it.
and
We're
get
gonna go ahead
that.
and make a
Yeah,
whole thing. Thea Claus
please.
and Miss Pat can walk, so she can cuss, fuss, and jack kids up against the wall. Like, totally. And I'm here
Get
for it.
hey, if that go viral, give me my credit, man.
Oh, I got you. Of course. Of course. I'm always about giving.
Nah, so that was the start. That was the start.
You know what I like? I like that you just mentioned two big artists who impacted you. Lauryn Hill and then Brandy. Brandy is the vocal Bible, and Lauryn Hill's R&B album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, is beyond a shadow of a doubt the crucifix of any R&B album today. Today, today, and I love that.
For
One of
sure.
the things, one of the things I think I really like about your music when I listen to it is the vibe that it puts you in. It's a
Okay.
complete mood. It's a complete mood. All the songs are
I
eclectic.
appreciate that.
On one song, you sound a real tropical, real island. Another one, you giving this R&B. Another one, you giving this like real hard. Like honestly, it's a song for every mood. If you're trying to be in the bedroom mood, it's a song. If you're trying to
Yeah.
jam, it's a song. If you're
Yeah.
gonna see somebody that you've been in love with forever, but they never had the nerve to say something to, it's kind of almost like the TikTok thing where they like instead of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I
Yeah.
like about it.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
like
so
how
much. I appreciate that.
it's amazing. It's definitely amazing. But what I want to talk with you today about is like healing. How did music get you through? What are some things that you've been through in life, and how did music play a role in your healing?
I can speak to something that's very traumatic but also healing. The day that the day after my mother's funeral, I had an event here with RL, Jade Nova, Sammy, and August Alsina, that I curated, and this was in 2012. And uh, when I got back, and we everything had happened, and we were kind of talking on stage, ending the night, and RL kind of said some really kind words to me on the mic, and he was just like, he just brought it to attention how I really persevered through the process
Mm,
of dealing with what I was dealing with, but also putting on this huge event for me at the time. You know what I mean? So
right. Push
it
through. Wow.
music has always been parallel to whatever I've been going through. You know what I mean? So whether
Mm,
it's finding my purpose or whether it's identifying the things that need to be healed. You know what I mean? Because music
right.
also brings that to me too. Like, oh, I didn't think about it that way, and that's what's been bothering me. But I didn't even know that until I heard that in this song. You know what I
You
mean?
know, I know exactly what you mean. It's amazing that she was able to push through that. Like I want to say that. Like I would be catatonic. I honestly can say I would not be able to get out the bed, and you were able to, shut up your mother passed, but say, okay, I got to work. This is how I'm gonna express myself. This is how I'm gonna grieve. I'm gonna grieve through my work and get it out. Because a lot of people don't understand that grieving is expressed in different ways, and it's not
Yeah.
that people don't care. Some people expect you to be laid out, super depressed, or you can't move, do nothing. And other times people grieve through their work. Like I'm not gonna think about. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay focused. Because I was that way with my aunt when she passed, and I didn't
Yeah.
love her less, but it was just, oh my God, I can't deal with this right now, and I know this needs to be done too. And I know she would want me to work. She would say, hey, get it together.
Yeah.
It needs to be done. So I mean, I
Yeah.
definitely commend you for that. So music's gotten you through grief. How's it helped you with your love life? And what is your love life like?
I think music in my love life just affirms what I be saying or what I think. It
Okay.
hasn't necessarily helped me through it. I am whatever situation I'm in. Like I create that. Nothing sets that tone for me. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
elaborate, man. I don't understand that because, like you say, I am in whatever situation I'm in. Nothing sets the tone for that.
mhm.
Talk about that a little bit.
It's innate. It's natural. It's God given. The ability to understand who I am and what my position is at every second, every moment allows me to be in control and power, and also offers me to give grace and understanding. So it allows me to be in that smooth middle place that is really who I want to be and who I steadily try to be. You know what I mean? We're
I
all
get
human, but at the same time, there's a character trait that everybody can rely on, or people can t tap out or point out rather when they see you, and that's what I aspire to be. So that comes with work.
that says a lot about yourself. That requires like a lot of confidence because I notice like when it comes to relationships with different people, they'll kind of tend to try to change themselves to match the other person so that they
Yeah,
can be the person that other person wants them to be so they can get with them. But you're
right,
kind of like, no, I'm gonna be myself regardless. Like if you're gonna adapt to me, that's fine. But I'm gonna be myself all the way through. I'm very grateful
right.
and I'm very happy with myself.
And being yourself all the way through doesn't mean that you're arrogant or that you are not interested in entering the other person's world. It's more about in whatever world I'm in whatever space I'm in, it's gonna be me.
I really like that you said that just because I'm confident doesn't mean I'm arrogant. I think people confuse the two often and they try to use them
Every
interchangeably.
day,
And what I
every
tell
day.
people is confidence is a strong sense of self, like you said, where you're grounded. And it's a extremely strong state of self-love. Arrogance hurts. It cuts. It makes people feel less than. And arrogance has a very negative connotation to it, and that's where the two differ. Confidence
Yeah.
is for yourself. It's your body. It's your shield. It's your armor. And arrogance is a knife that just cuts
Yep.
irresponsibly wherever it wants
Yep.
to. Wherever there's a weakness, I'm gonna poke a hole. You got
Yep.
less money than me, bam. You don't
Yep.
look as good as me, bam. You know that, and that's the difference. Thank you, Dark
Yeah.
Skin, for buying the badge. I appreciate that. And I think we got to get to a point to where we make it okay for people to be confident. I think it's just so many people in the world that have such low self-esteem based on different things society has put on us. We're too fat, we're too short, we're too dark, we're too light, we're not masculine enough, we're not feminine enough. That people walk around feeling broken, and they try to find that brokenness in other people that exploit it, and that's where the arrogance comes from. And I really hate that. So we're talking about your album, we're talking about your music. Let's talk about the publicity, because that's how I met you. I met Jay at an event earlier this year, the Martell shop. Y'all follow 4-4 Communications. Martell does some amazing stuff. And they were having like,
Shout out to Martell.
yeah,
That's
they
my
were
boy. He was there. Martell was there last night.
he was there. See, I
Yeah.
love Martell. Anytime Martell's in the room, I know it's gonna be a good event. I know it's gonna be. I miss that.
You see Martell coming a mile away with the fro out, man.
You definitely. So when it comes to being a publicist, you kind of have to put the client ahead of yourself. And then at the same time, you know, you're trying to be, I'm sorry, not trying to be, you are a singer, you are an artist. Do you ever find it be a conflict of interest where, hey, it's a great opportunity for my client, but this would be a great opportunity for me too? Maybe I should grab this for myself, or no, I gotta go ahead and do this for them?
A little bit of clarity. I'm a brand marketer and not a
Brand,
publicist, right? So, the second thing is no, it's never an issue. Um, that when you are someone who has experience and you really do this, then strategy is what guides you, not clout. So when
mm,
strategy is guiding you, then what's for me is definitely not for my client.
ah,
So it's just a period after that. You know what I mean? So, but if you don't follow strategy, then you all over the place and you saying this and that and go this that. Yeah, you trying to be on the camera and your client trying to be on the camera, and we see that here. And people ain't even being artists; they just publicists competing with talent. You know what I
really,
mean?
that is crazy
Yeah,
to me. But I
yeah.
like what you said, and like you brought up the word clout, because that's something I see a lot here, not just in Atlanta, but just in general. And you have people who I always say your talent will make room for you. If you can sing some way, somehow you gonna get into the room, the person's gonna put you on. If you can write somehow, some way you're gonna find yourself in the newsroom where you get the story and stuff that you need to put you on and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
find that when you chase after stuff that's not for you and you try to go around about the way of doing it instead of doing the work and going through the process, it always falls apart.
And it starts with knowing yourself. If I know myself, I know what strategy is for me and what's not for me. If I don't know myself or I'm not interested in knowing myself and I'm just interested in the clout, then that's what you'll see, clout.
That is crazy. That's beyond crazy. So when it comes to like when we're dealing with different artists, we're dealing with different platforms, we're dealing with different mediums. What do you find is the thing that kind of links all that together?
Thank you, Kay. Uh, what links? I'm sorry, answer the question. Yeah, I was reading this little. She just writing stuff and we've
No,
been
she said,
ignoring it.
yeah, she said after all of that,
Yeah.
that Aaliyah shirt, that Brandy reference almost, you made Love Me. Woo, I'm so proud. No, I saw that Aaliyah shirt. For those of you that don't
Thank you
know,
so much.
yesterday was it 25 years since we lost Aaliyah yesterday?
It was 20, yeah.
Years. Yeah,
I had to wear the shirt on the anniversary. Aaliyah is R&B, so like
right.
why we having a 90s vibe party and not giving her flowers? So we had to have a moment of silence for her. I wore the shirt because it was just the right thing to do.
I'm back. I apologize about that. Yeah. Aaliyah was a force of nature. She was definitely my favorite singer, and I think she just made another feat where they said never before in history has an artist come out 25 years later, and then they garnered like over 25 million streams in like 2 hours. Like that would be like super, 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 super platinum today. If those are
It's
individual
crazy.
records, that is crazy. It just
Yeah.
goes to relevance and prevalence in society. Like she is doing it.
Yep.
She is doing it big, and I love her for it. I miss Aaliyah every single day. Are any of your songs like inspired by her?
I think all of them are. Um,
All of them.
I'm a 90s boy. So Aaliyah, from early 90s to late 90s to early 2000s, she dominated. So when you have a soft tone like I do, and when you think of soft tones and you think of great tones, you think of Aaliyah. You think of Janae. But Janae is also a daughter of Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? So
It
it's
is.
it's a beautiful thing because Aaliyah wasn't giving you Brandy Run, she wasn't giving you Monica Girl Next Door. Aaliyah was giving you Tom Girl turned into sexual but not overtly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that matched her energy and matched her voice and it sold a package. That's why we loved her so much.
Man, we need another Aaliyah. We need another one so badly, but it's never going to be another one. It's so unfortunate that she's not here with us to this day. And
Yeah.
so when I'm hearing your album, hearing your music, seeing your vibe, knowing you in person, and hearing all your influences, it paints a whole picture almost of you, of
Yeah.
who you are, how you move. You don't let a
Yeah.
lot of drama get to you. You're very much so like, oh, okay, well, I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm just go next.
And don't confuse my decisiveness for nonchalantness. And I think a lot of people do that. Like what may take you 3 weeks to think about, maybe it takes me 30 seconds. And I'm not talking about no genius shit. I'm talking about being okay with me to make a decision with knowing all the things that need to work for Josh. So
Mm,
if I'm able to do that faster than you, that's not no genius shit. That's just me being able to live with me and have lived with what makes me happy and how I need to move. And if you haven't decided that yet, then yeah, it's gonna take you 2 weeks. And that's no shade. That's just
just
understanding
say,
that me making decisions has nothing to do with me being nonchalant. Or I've already made up my mind. So there is no emotion behind it. Or there never was, but for you it was. So it's a lot of cadences that, determine and dictate how somebody perceives something, right? But guess who can't be worried about it?
you. He's like me. Like,
Now,
not at all.
you don't get me wrong. I'm not out here trying to hurt people or hurt people's feelings, but I'm also too busy and focused on what I'm doing to pull in energy that I don't need to be pulling in because I'm not no one babysitter. We grown. You feel me?
I do. What is it like dating you? Would you say?
Oh my God,
What would you say? Because you're talking about it. What is it like dating you?
it's hard.
Oh shit! Let me
It's
say, you're
hard.
the first
It's
person
hard dating me.
I've ever
It is hard
heard
dating me.
say dating me is hard. Like it's not gonna be easy for you. And I'll be like,
Ain't nothing great gonna be easy. And again, it's not. It's just me
hey,
knowing myself. I know what I'm gonna bring to the table. And I know who I am. I know what comes with me. And I'm not talking about clout shit. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about grace. I'm talking about support. I'm talking about good sex. I'm talking about all that. So if I know that come with it, I can't be pit patting with you. Cause guess what? Don't need you. Don't need you. I'm plenty. What you talking about?
oh, it's a fact that you just threw the little homes inside of there. That
Oh,
is
what
so,
you mean? Yeah, it's every song for my mood of a relationship on that album. Now, don't get
it
me twisted.
is.
It is real, real
It is.
lyrics.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
it's not lemonade. It's straight up. It's straight
It's not
cocktail.
lemonade. It's
It's
it,
cocktail.
it's giving very much Miami juice.
Straight up.
Straight up, no chaser. You don't know what's in there.
What do you look for in a significant other?
Uh, what do I look for in significant other? You got to be attractive because I want to look at you every day. Um, outside of that, the hard stuff comes.
What's the hardest?
uh, loyalty.
Mm,
Um,
biggest one for
but
me.
not in the traditional sense. Loyalty is just having somebody back. You know what I mean? Like
When
just
I'm
be
not around,
loyal.
even when I'm
Just
not
be
around.
just be loyal. And when I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
It,
That's right.
it's, it has no POV of where my location geographically has nothing to do with your loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, loyalty is big. As honest as you can be, because what I've learned is that everybody just can't be honest. So it's up to me to just be cool with deciphering what I feel like or what I look like, feel like going into or not. And that depends on the day, the time, what I'm feeling like. If I got time to think about it or if I'm too busy. So
All
that
right.
be the grace sometimes too. Like,
So,
nigga, forgot you did that shit.
oh, you one of them that'll bring it back up like 2 weeks. Like, okay, I remember you did this last time.
Who won't bring it up? Nigga, I'll write that shit on my calendar. Had me fucked up when I get back from out of town on this press tour. Cuss out.
Oh, this is a good question right here from the Royal Couch. Would you prefer to date someone in the industry or outside of it?
You said what?
Would you prefer to date someone in the industry or outside of it from the Royal Couch?
It don't matter. All on trash.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when people come to you, sometimes they might be trying to use you for your connections instead of locking you for you? Have you dealt with that before?
I've dealt with it in all of my relationships, but I don't look at it at the beginning. I kind of see it in the end. Um,
Hmm.
because for when you and I'm just saying this, when you know yourself and you doing shit and people for some reason put on a mask before they meet you.
Every
And
time?
my disadvantage in life is if you met me today or you met me last week or you meet me in 3 weeks, you're getting the same person. And
Consistent.
sometimes that's not always the case, and that's confusing to me. If it's not consistent, it confuses me. And I can't deal with it, you know? So whether that's you lying or you saying that you do this, but you do this, or you're coming off more confident than you are, or you trying to lie like you not a hoe. Like it's okay, bro. It's just say what it is, and it's okay.
He said you trying to lie like you not a hoe. I'm here for it. Just I always tell people my phrase is let me know what you're doing so I can do it too. And
Let's
I can
talk
do it.
about it.
But let's talk about it because you know what? I might be down for just that. I really might just be down for that. But don't tell me that you want to be this be all in all person for me when in actuality you're just looking for a one night stand because I might want that for that day.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Another question from Doriel Cat. So, what are some of your flaws going into a relationship? Because it can't always be the other person. Well, he just said that he feels like he can be hard. He can be a little difficult. Like, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, yeah, I think to your question, bro, I don't always think that it's the other person. I never said that. I just said that I'm hard. And if you are trying to pretend that you are solely being yourself and you confident in that and you around me, you're either going to feel little or small, or you're going to feel left out, or you're going to feel like I'm not giving you what I need, although I've already communicated how this is going to be and what it needs to work out. Because I can't allow somebody to come into my world and dictate something that I've been doing all my life. You
That's
see what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
So what I can do is open up and compromise. But when you see the compromise, your intention comes through. When that compromise happened, that's when that intention hit.
Mm,
Oh, you wanted this. That ain't what I wanted, or that's not what I signed up for, rather.
right.
So a lot of times you get people like that, and people who are not as solid with themselves are attracted to people who are solid with themselves.
That's an immutable fact because they're looking for like that balance. They think that being with this person is gonna heal them.
Yep,
It's gonna cover up whatever flaws they have. And
yep,
unfortunately, that's when people have to work on themselves. Only you can fix you.
yep,
That's reality,
man,
not another person. And a
yep.
lot of people don't get that. And that's why like so many relationships fail because I'm working on me, but you're not working on you, and you're expecting me to work on myself and work on you too. That's not how this is gonna go. You got to be a
Or if
whole.
you working on that, be honest and say you working on that.
Oh,
Say you
listen,
have
bro.
say you have trust issues. Say, hey, babe, when you get to the party, just text me because you know I be tripping in my head. Okay,
Yeah.
I know that's what you need. Okay, cool. Hey, babe, I'm here. Picture, whoop, post it.
And a lot of people would try to say that's controlling, but that's not controlling
It
because
ain't
they don't
controlling,
know.
it's communication.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going through, and if you see it for me, you gonna help me get through it, and we gonna communicate on how to get through it. And if how to get through it for however long I gotta take a picture or do this or just check in. If I'm sleeping with you every night, why is that an issue?
Hmm. I agree. As long as you coming home to
If
me,
it's an issue, then I don't need you. I don't want you rather.
because like you said, I don't need the extra stress. You're already dealing with
Mm,
multiple other people around you, so many different personalities, setting this up, doing this stuff up. And what a lot of people don't know is when you're a multitasker, that
yeah,
requires so much bandwidth
yeah.
that the bit of bandwidth I got left is just for you. I need it to be as uncomplicated as problem. I don't need any knots whatsoever. I
And I
need
need
to,
you to understand that.
yeah. A lot of
Oh,
people don't.
you be out and about. I can't stand a nigga say that shit.
Let me
What are
tell
you
you,
talking about? Working?
that's
I hate the
work.
club.
That's work. And see that's the difference between being a socialite and somebody who just goes to the club, a club head. A socialite, when he's out and about, he's being paid. Him working and him going to the club is networking, is managing an artist, is making sure the ambiance is right, it's selling events, it's handshaking. But a club head is, I'm going to have a good time, eat, drinking, do whatever it is I'm going to do. Maybe I'll go home with somebody. It's
And
completely different
and
thing.
it's context because I'm
Yeah.
grown. If I decide to go to the club and have a drink and do this, then it's context to it. Hey baby, I gotta take so and such to the club because you know they like that shit. I'm trying to get this bag of such and such in 2 weeks. This is what I gotta do. Hey, you wanna come? It's communication, bro.
Right. And then you try to include them in the situation. If I made the concession to include you in this, to tell you that I want to spend time with you while I'm doing this, you already know I'm a multitasker, so I can do both. Make it easy for both of us. Compromise somewhere along the line so you can see my effort and your
Yeah,
effort needs to match my worth.
yeah.
I love it. I completely understand. And I think that's possibly why somebody in the industry would be better for you today. That's just my personal opinion. Me personally, because y'all are both doing the same thing. But you know, it's stuff that happens in this industry that, yeah, we know.
Yeah, it's a
It's stuff
lot.
that, what was it like growing up for you, though? I know on your page, in your bio, you talk about being adopted. What
Yeah.
is the history behind that?
I was adopted at 2 months.
Hmm.
I was born in Miami, Florida. Uh, and growing up is, I don't know, it's kind of almost saying like, what was it like growing up straight? You can't express that. It's an innate feeling. So it's an innate or not innate. It's a situation that happened that I don't know nothing different from.
Right.
So what I will say is that it has allowed me to be more compassionate to others. It has allowed me to see things from another vantage point in every situation that I'm in. And I value friendships like family. You know what I mean?
You
And I
said,
think that's a lost art. And I think everybody say, "Hey, brother, and that's my family," and da da da. But it's a term of endearment now. But like I really mean it. So if you're around me, like that mean that we tapped in. Cause you can't be around me and not be tapped in because it's not gonna work.
no, I completely understand that. Have you ever met your birth family?
I haven't, but you know what? I just did Ancestry.com like 3 weeks ago. So I got 4 weeks left to see if somebody pop up for the first time in my life. So it's gonna be a big deal. I might go live on that boy soon.
You know what? That would be amazing to do and to see and to watch. I would love to be a part of that. That's huge. Actually, we're working for DFACS. I used to work for Department of Family and Children's Services. Most people don't know it, but I'm actually a licensed social worker. And one of the things that I had to do working for them was actually set up adoption. So to help people find their forever families was always there.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
That's crazy, bro. Okay, yeah, we do
Yeah,
gotta talk about that.
we can definitely talk about it. I help people find their forever families. I linked 120 kids to find new families and stuff, all ages. I think the oldest kid that I actually got adopted out was 17. He was about to
That's
be 18
beautiful.
in 4 months, and it went through. And it's the best feeling in the world. And I'm glad we talked about this because I'm always encouraging people, especially Black people, to adopt. A lot of times, people say they get mad because they say, Caucasians adopting Black children. I say, well, you know what? There's
But
actually
they ain't out there adopting.
adopting right Black children, and if you feel a certain type of way about that, then maybe you can think about it. You can have your own biological children that you want, and have adopted children too. And let me tell you something: people try to say stuff like, "Oh, well, I don't know how they're gonna turn out," or "I don't want them to have no problems." There's not a single child in this world that doesn't have an issue. No child is perfect. No, not one.
Well, I do think that it's a different type of love that you have to have when you do adoption. Because the idea of the American dream is that you get married, you have your own children, that's yours, it's your blood. Nothing's thicker than that. Nothing's better than that. But what's thicker than that is love.
Absolutely.
So with love, blood, hair, diabetes, whatever, it don't matter. It's love. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think I'm so instinctive with how I approach things with love because that's what my go-to is. Some people's are their family or their core, but I think my core is love. So with that, that type of person who has to adopt, they have to be a certain type of selfless and to understand that and to be able to love on that person and to understand that this ain't mine, but I'm gonna love it like it's mine. I don't know what they've been through, but I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love them through it. Like I was a preemie.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm small, obviously, but that's part of the reason why I'm small because I was born 3 months early.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? So, my birthday was supposed to be in June. So, um, n- and I was born with asthma because of that. So, the complications in adopting this child with asthma, you got to go to the doctor. Like, man. So, it's a certain type of love. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
She knew I had asthma when she adopted me. My mom, that is, my
Okay.
adopted mother.
She was.
So
Was
when
she?
you think about those things, you like, damn, okay, you was down.
You know what? Based on what you said earlier about what you look for in somebody else, you said loyalty first.
Yeah,
Um, I see that.
you see why it ties together.
See why it all
Yeah,
comes together now. Loyalty
cause
and
I
love.
need to know that it's here. If it's
Yeah.
not here, then it's not making a lot of sense to me.
And your whole life has been built around loyalty and
Yeah.
love with the understanding of I gotta stay focused. I get it. The picture of you
Now,
is
now go write your thesis on that on me,
I
cause you
already wrote
summed
it
it
down.
up.
I
Cause
mean,
you done summed it up.
before we had this conversation, I did have an idea of you or what I might have thought about you, but now I have a complete picture. It's a tapestry. And the thing about it, I always tell people is you have a picture of people in your mind, and then you learn more about them, and the picture changes. And it's a different picture, but it's still a great picture. You understand what I'm saying? It's more understanding and everything that's involved with it. And you're a really dope person. And
Thank you. I
I love
appreciate that.
everything that you do. I like how you move. I like how you do business. I like how you do music. And personally, I've never heard anything bad about you. And if I do, it's hearsay. Don't believe it. I always tell people,
Hey, I'm sure you'll hear some bad stuff, but they just mad.
listen, they talk about Jesus. They know they're going to talk about you.
What
Where
you
can everybody see
mean?
your music
Threw
at?
Jesus under the bush and on the cross.
Oh, message.
You said what now?
That's a message. He said he threw
And
Jesus under the bus and they put him on the cross. Terry
they
Bright
put him
said,
on the cross.
we stand Josh. We do stand Josh. Definitely.
Hey, what's up, Terry? Type come out midnight, y'all. Y'all download that boy.
Oh, Type comes out at midnight tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will definitely be downloading that. We can download it on all social media platforms, right? I mean, not social media music platforms.
Yeah. All of them.
And your singles and album are out on all the streaming platforms as well, correct?
So I only have singles out. 90s Fuck It Vibes will come out this fall. There's no date yet.
Okay.
But y'all will know it when I get one.
Y'all know it too when I get it because I'm gonna get on live. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna find me something
Hey.
with somebody from the '90s on it. You know what? I might make a special SWV shirt and just put them on the front of it, and bright, and just be rocking it, just be jamming back and forth to it. I might do it.
Yeah.
Like you guys, make sure you please follow Josh at Public Loyalty on
Please
Instagram. Where
follow me.
can
Thank you.
other stuff?
On Twitter it's FK Creator because they um, suspended my public loyalty account last summer when I was going ham for black people.
Oh
And
no.
oh yes, I ain't seen that account in a year.
Mm.
My little 10,000 followers over there. Now I got 50 followers. I got 52 followers on Twitter. So follow me, man. Run me up.
Yeah, please follow him. I'll make sure we follow him too. All right, y'all. This was a special edition of One-on-One with Michael Jonvier. Like I said, normally, guys, I am broadcasting on Monday and Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Next week, my two guests will actually be David Cork. You guys know him from Run the World.
And me again.
All right. Yeah,
No,
you're
I'm
coming.
joking. No, I'm joking.
Wait
I'm
a minute.
joking.
He said, I'm co-hosting. He's like, I'm coming through. I'm co-hosting. We're going to get into it. Thank you, Josh, so much for sharing your story with us. I wish you
Nah,
nothing
you're
but
welcome.
and success.
I
And we're gonna get
appreciate
into
you.
it.
Appreciate you, man. Much love, y'all. Be safe.
All right, peace. Enjoy y'all
Peace.
lunch. Bye. Yeah, that was amazing. Make sure you're following Josh for those who just tuned in. And go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I have a number of episodes just like this where I'm talking to different people and we having serious conversation about casual stuff. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow me and follow my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your lunch. Peace.